it's different than Anna Karenina. It kind of drops you into the middle of a dinner party where you don't know anybody and you don't know what they're talking about, and it's confusing. And I could see why people that kind of start it would maybe just put the book down because you don't know what the heck they're talking about. And I think that's kind of the style of the narration for a lot of the book, which is you're just kind of dropped into the middle of something and you kind of figure it out more as you go. And you're supposed to kind of put those pieces together slowly, but it's supposed to be difficult. You're not supposed to have a complete grasp on everybody that you're reading about. It's, again, supposed to come kind of piece by piece. I think the best way that you can start to see these characters' relationships is when they're interacting with each other, which is why a dinner party is great, because you get so much information about so many different people all at once. Who likes who hates being there, who's an idiot. You get all these great things from the narrator, who's so happily obliging you as the reader and letting you know all of these things.
Yeah, and it reveals not just through the narrator himself, but also how they act at these dinner parties, how people talk to them, gossip that you hear a lot of after the dinner party. You hear people gossiping. For example, the Count. Depending on who you talk to, he's a loaf, he's a gambler, he's not a very good man. But, you know, in other parts, he seems very generous. He, like, whenever his wife is like, hey, I need 500 rubles to get my friend, he's like, here, 700 rubles. Yeah, whatever you want. You know, during the dinner party, he loves dancing. People just step back and let him dance because he's just so good at dancing that even Maria Dmitrievna, who is otherwise kind of everyone's terror, he asked her to dance. And she doesn't dance super well, but it's noted that she dances with her face, and everyone's like just shocked at how well these two somewhat older people, somewhat out of shape, are able to him dance physically and her dance with her face, and like everyone applauds and is just genuinely happy at that moment. So seeing these many different faces they have, or many different aspects, to your point about the way it's conveyed, it's difficult and it's hard, and it's like tracking a million different people and all their different features and the way they might be portrayed in different environments. But also that's kind of Hollywood would like to actually exist in this environment, existing between what you see and what you gossip about.
I think for me, it's not a story that draws you into the action as such, because there's not really a lot of action. It's just a bunch of people sitting, talking, dancing, drinking, and whatnot. It draws you into almost a description of how it's happening. It's an absolute masterclass in writing. I mean, it's just got some of the best descriptions that I've ever seen. Particularly, I would encourage anybody reading along to look at how people are described when they're talking, and look at how people are described when they're moving. Speaking and moving are two very big things for Tolstoy, and it's going to give you a lot of insight into what type of people they are, and it's something that he spends a lot of time focusing on in his narration, especially in part 1.